Hey, everybody. Is everybody here? Can y'all hear me? I look like a hot mess. This is weird doing alone. Am I in the right one? Oops. Which one? I don't know what my thing is. I need to get into the right. Only me. Only I can have two because I'm extra. I think. I don't even know how to see you guys. Let me just close this thing out because it's inner. Okay. Barb, Kathy, PJ, Tina Reddington, True Crime Sushi, Jen, the mom. Can y'all hear me? I know I'm probably going to mumble and I'm going to try not to. I just have to pretend like Jen's there and I'll just continue to talk over her. That's me being sarcastic. I talk over her a lot. I talk over everybody a lot. Seems to be the trauma. I'm just seeing who all's in here. Alleged with Todd. All right. Y'all are my guinea pigs, basically. We're going to do this together. Angela Pendleton, KJ and the Ray, Barb. Okay, I said that. The L mom. Okay. All right. I really don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah. I had tried to upload. This is the story of my life. I tried to upload the August 2020 interview of Melanie Gibb with Chandler PD, but at the very end of the 3 hours, it said, cannot parse. I was like, I still don't know what the damn word is, but I know it's no bueno. It's no good. So I had a whole damn song in the other waiting room. What? Share? I can't share songs. Not without getting fined. So, but I live my life pretty much to songs. I feel like a walking iPod. Huh? Oh, F7 and F. That's funny. I'm not very good at looking at chat and doing something. Like I cannot, for the life of me, like do something else while I'm talking or reading. It's crazy because I usually have 3 things or 4 things going at one time. So I have to pause one to listen and vice versa. Other than that, I'm just muttering. I need to share. So I'm going to figure this out. If I lose y'all, then I'm going to come back. It's a game. Want to play a game? Okay. Okay. Thank you. My channel, I do what I got to do. Okay. I think I'm going to, I don't know if this will work, to share my screen. So I guess we'll have to watch it from Big E's channel. Big E. He's like my big brother. I'm the little bitchy sister he never knew he needed or wanted. Dun, da, da, da. Not sponsored. Hey, Rowan, to you. Julie Mitchell. Okay. I'm pushing stuff, though, Jen. I am. There's nothing's crapping in. A video file or share screen. It's a show, Pamela. It's a... I always said that I'm a one-woman circus. Share screen. I'm just going to roll with it. I'm just going to click buttons. That's what I do. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Okay. I don't have 2 monitors hooked up, so screen sharing works best on a good computer. The verdict's out on that. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox on the next window. I'm just scared to push stuff because the next window, and then you're like live on accident. Okay. I'm going to share my system audio, I guess. Window. I don't know what to do. I've never done this. Anybody else? Well, I don't know. Might share the whole damn screen. I'm a whole asser. Unlike near-death experiences and Chad and Lori and Julie Ho, they can't even whole ass die. I'm just saying. They just half-ass die. Oh, I don't want to talk about Chad's erotic. Ever. I did, Julie, though, to answer your question. Tonight, can we please talk about Chad's erotic writing? So you had said, I don't know, I ran across a comment or something, and you said that, okay, thank you, Jen. And so I had went to We Saw the Devil podcast, and I mean, I watch everything that comes out, and I'd already watched it, turns out, or listened to it, and they cracked me up, though. I'm not gonna lie, they cracked me up. I can't read it, like I just have no desire to go there, because I already, Charles was my uncle, but then there's Chad, and I'm just like, you're supposed to upgrade, allegedly. I mean, that's the whole goal, right? Her picker is broken. It got snuffed out, allegedly. Okay, I really don't know. It just says entire screen, and then, so all I see is that. Let me try and find what I'm pulling up first. How about that? Talk amongst yourselves. Do. Sounds like Trisha. Okay, I'm going to search Melanie Gibb. Where has she not talked, right? Am I right? Melanie Gibb, August interview, I guess. We're just going to push the button and see what goes. Okay. It's Fox 10, Law and Crime. Fox 10. Oh, I hate that one. I hate the last one. Hey, Amy. Can I help you do anything? I'm here. But you're not here. I need you here. Teleport. Activate. I wish. No, I'm looking for the video. of Melanie Gibb August's interview, August 2020 interview. Let me just type it in. Let me just go to Big E's channel. Breaking Crime with Big E. Y'all go to his channel. He breaks it out. I mean, he pays for this and shares. Will not accept anything. It's free for us. But anyways, just want to thank him for that. Okay. I see Melanie Gibb, 8/19. Oh, the 19. Okay. So here's that. I got to make sure the sound and all that is okay. Amy, y'all just let me know. I don't hear it. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Okay. Can anybody hear it? Oh, I can't. It's playing.
So that's in my.
Can y'all hear it?
October of 2018. Is that correct? And Lori.
And can y'all see it?
Okay. Is that also when Lori and Chad met?
Just let me know if y'all can hear it and see it.
So I met her by herself first.
Okay.
And then I had known him already, but not
Hello.
super involved in that.
Can you guys hear and see Melanie Gibb? Yes. Okay, I'll turn it up.
You met, do you remember the date or?
Does that help?
When you met Lori?
It was like on the third or fourth. I was teaching. My first go. I was teaching at an event at church.
All right. Let's just. I really don't know how to go through this. Besides just going, you can't see it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Share. Can you see it now?
I think it was the first week. It was like a Tuesday or Thursday. And I think I might have that on my phone.
All right. So, what is the best way to go about this? Y'all just want to kind of. Has anybody seen it? First off, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Amy. Okay, I have it on pause right now. Let's just kind of because it's really long, and like I said, I tried uploading it, but I use so much. My time goes into uploading and my phone having too much memory, and so it's like we can't do this. You have to wipe that out. So that's why I've been pushing out a lot of things that are like they've been out, but they're not out on mine. It's just part of the wheel. I'm the rat chasing the cheese on the wheel. So, all right, good. Watch it on Eric's channel. Awesome. I really don't know my point. I think it was just to see if I could share it first off. So now that we know that I can, woohoo. I don't know. Let's just kind of, let's see. I'm trying to think of key points in here. They all kind of run together. There is something I do want to share with you guys. Right before I came on, I got a message from April Raymond, and so she wanted me to share it with you guys just to clear it up. Let me remember where okay. Where's the messenger? Oh. Whew. Anyways, April had told me today. She said, "Hello, KRESHA. I just listened to Anne Eliason. I guess that's how you say her last name. Anne Eliason's interview, and it seems like there is a little confusion that I'm hoping I can clear up." So, when Anne and I talked about Lori paying Alex to kill Joe Ryan, I was referring to the botched taser episode that Alex went to jail for before they moved to Kauai, not when Joe actually died. Just wanted to clarify. So, I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I understand how that can be misconstrued. I can't say I caught on to it because my brain's been on overload. Everything just kind of seems to be running in together. So, just let her know that I would pass that on just in case anybody did take it that way. But basically, she just wanted to clear it up that when her and Anne talked about Lori paying Alex to kill Joe Ryan, she was referring to the botched taser episode that Alex went to jail for before they moved to Kauai, not when Joe actually died. So she just wanted to clarify that. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to write it in my description box as soon as I can. I read this right before I came on. So there's that. And I, written her back, and she said, "Thank you so much, KRESHA. Charles was a great friend to me and my boys, and he is greatly missed. It makes me want to cry. I would much rather the information coming from a family member like yourself than from strangers. I appreciate you and know you'll do great things. I'm proud of you for being a voice for your family." So there's that. That means a lot to me. I don't know why my nose itches when I come on here. Anyways, so there's that clarification. Okay. It's just Melanie Gibb. I've never met her, and that's probably good for her and me. At the time when she had came out or came forth with the info, I didn't quite understand at that point in time why she came forward. I was grateful for such a huge piece of the puzzle. Well, a huge micro piece of the puzzle to come together. Because every little bit, I don't care if it's the tiniest interaction, crossing of paths, whatever, it just gives insight into the state of mind of Lori at the time, and also the kids. Somebody had asked me a while back, or mentioned in my comments, and I know they didn't mean anything by it. I don't remember who it was, but it kind of is part of this process. The process of like the trauma, traumatized by this. Okay, anyways. It hurts. Oh my God. And it rightfully so, I mean, this woman has just destroyed everything in her path. Now I'm not saying that, she gets to win. She don't win, and that's why I say that love always wins. Because evil doesn't win in this story. But love does, and God does. And God is love. And that's something that Uncle Charles said in his divorce correspondence with Taylor Larson, when he was letting Taylor, his attorney, know that he was taking Lori back. He was just, love always wins. And that just stood out to me big time. It really stood out to me. a lot of people were like, well, I don't see how love wins. And I'm like, I think that's the point, you know? The point is, for me, is that it may not have won in his journey or at the end of his journey, at the end of his life, his story. But it does. And it will win in this story in the long run, outside of this case, in everyone's lives. It's the only thing that matters is love and God. And you can't take tangible things with you. You can't take that with you. But we can live with love. I mean, we can show that to one another, to do the right things. It's some kind of moral compass, you know, that a lot of people obviously don't have, which is why it fell through so many cracks. And yeah, Eric, it beats the hell out of saying evil always wins. I mean, it seems like it sometimes. I know, but I just, for the life of me, from everything that I stand for, it's the only thing that makes sense, for me, in this story, in my journey through this healing, the fact that their deaths caused by murder. I will never water that word down. It is a very hefty word. It is so heavy. Murder, the word murder is so heavy. It's I think it's meant to be. And so I don't like it when they say passed away. I'm like, they didn't pass away, they got passed away. You know, they had the life snuffed out of them. It was stolen, it was robbed, not just from them, it was from all of us as well. And it's just the most chicken shit thing you can do. And you think that's it, but no, there's more punches coming at you. And it's just been kind of like, I guess, being sucker punched, you know. Not that I've really ever been sucker punched, but metaphorically speaking, it feels like, it's like you can't even, you're unable to even understand what just happened. And then the next thing is happening. And the next thing is happening. And it's in real time. It's now. It's happening right now. It's like you can't even make sense of what happened to begin with. And then you've already, you know, pop, just got just beat to hell. So we're doing the best we can with what we have to work with. And I mean, the silver lining in this is y'all. There's no way. There are no words to ever convey what you all mean to me. And I mean, I know for my family as well, but I can only speak for me. It's heavy. It's heavy, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Not heavy, dark heavy, but it's big. And so it's God. To me, it's God. I feel like this is where the spirits of Charles and Tylee and JJ and Tammy and Joe, this is where they stay alive. This is where they look down and they smile, I feel. And so that drives me. And I know it drives each and one of you. I can't speak for y'all, but I know that's why you're here, is because their story got you. And I find that to be the most interesting part of this journey, is finding out how, what was it about their story where you connected. That's big to me. I love hearing about it. It's just it's because it's something bigger than us, and that says it all in itself. That's what they're here. That's how they live on. And that's my role in this. My role, which I tried to figure out for the longest time what it was. I knew I had a role. I know I say that funny, role, a place, whatever. My job, my part is, I knew it was something, I just couldn't make sense of it because I didn't know what we were dealing with exactly. And you're trying to make sense of it. And it's so hard to reach out for help. And I actually did reach out for help here. This is one thing that I will make changes, because it affects me still. Thank you. Is that I reached out. We had 2 hurricanes, category 5. I mean, they completely destroyed our hometown, but it was a distraction. And I hate to say it like that because it sounds so mean. And I don't mean it to be that way, but that's just how dark of a place, brings you out. Where I was in such a focused place, and I still am. I'm still there. It may not be the right way to deal with trauma, but it's my way. And I'm not saying my way is the right way. It's my way of coping and staying connected and being heard. I reached out to this place here in Lake Charles, Louisiana, that is called Compassionate Friends, I think. And it just kind of shows you where things can be improved. Yes, my relationship with Charles, he's my uncle. JJ is my biological nephew. TYLEE is technically my step cousin. However, they're the same age. Her and Colby and Cole and Zach. Not Zach Cox, Zach Vallow. They are the same ages as my kids. And so it's a bit of a different dynamic right there. JJ was actually born Canaan Todd Trahan. And he was born early. He was born with drugs in his system. And just life kind of caught up to my brother at the time. My brother is 8 years younger than me. And how you see TYLEE with JJ is how I am with my brother. I'm very protective of my brother. I love him. And so that's not my story to tell, though. I can only share mine. So Canaan was born. Canaan JJ. He was born, and he was so little. He was so little. And I was born May 3rd. He was born May 25th. So we're May babies. And he's my first nephew. He's my only nephew. I don't have any others. My brother doesn't have any more children. Mandy is Kanan's mom, JJ's mom, his birth mother. And although they made bad choices, it doesn't make them bad people. And that's where I will stand up for them. I've made bad choices. I've done some horrible, horrible things that I'm not proud of. But that's just not the way to live. I learned, and I'm still learning. I think the day I stop learning is the day y'all just might as well put me in my grave. I believe that we just all have these, it's God's plan. He allows things to happen. He doesn't make them happen, but he allows things to happen so that we can make choices. Good team or bad team. You know what I mean? And they can make us or break us. The story continues, you know? The story's not done. It's not over. But yeah, I mean, so they made bad choices. It doesn't make them bad people. They're very good people. Just not so well for each other. We have those toxic relationships and stuff as we see, as we witness for ourselves, you know, with the toxicity that comes along with Lori. That sucks also. Sorry. You're right. She deletes anything that may show her real involvement. She keeps the ones that she believes may benefit or help her. She's a horrible human being. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Again, I can't read chat and talk. I can't keep my train of thought. Anyways, but back to what I'm saying, or got off on a tangent saying, is that, you know, JJ was born with drugs in the system, yes. And whenever you hear the things like the drug baby, he's drug baby, drug baby, drug baby, drug baby, drug. Oh my God. It just goes to show you that she was already distancing, dehumanizing. That bothers me. The dehumanization. Oh my God. It drives me insane. That's why y'all, if y'all have seen, oh my gosh, my horrible path of video making skills there. Oh my God. But hey, it's a process as well. I reiterate and remind people that, yeah, you may have heard, you know, the body cam or whatever, but you're going to know their faces. That to me is the reminder that they were humans. They're human beings. We're human beings. And that I'm not going to let them get washed out. I'm not going to let them fade. They died. Their blood was spilled. So I got to make it count. I have to make sure that that doesn't fade away, and as nobody should. Nobody that has been a victim should ever ever fade. So I'm trying to find my own voice. This process. I'm trying to find my own voice so that I can make good on the vow I made to my uncle and to Tylee and to JJ. And it was that I would be their voice. It's hard. I'm having to, learn so many things. I know it's possible. It's just so much at one time. When I see something like this video, it's I'm sorry, about Melanie Gibb deleting messages. We all made mistakes. The difference is trying to learn from their mistakes and do better. Exactly. And not just so micro. It seems like these people, Melanie's, anybody in the cult, whatever, that whatever, which crew, the Boo crew. I mean, I can come up with so many names. It's unreal. Y'all are funny too. Oh my god. It seems like they're really only apologetic about, like, they're worried about the fall of Chad and Lori, and I'm just like, what? Whoa. Then you're still off. That something's off. I find that alarming. It's bothersome. It's never, besides Melanie, I'm sorry. Oh, my nose itches. Besides Melanie Gibb doing what she did, which pisses me off. Hey, language of forces. When she was on the preliminary, or at the preliminary hearing for Chad Daybell, and then there's that whole, it's a picture, I think she looks like an emu, but anyways, just woo. And she was just so excited because she got to talk to the grandparents. Had her intentions been different, it would be a different story. But her intentions, I guess, for self-validation, or to like exonerate herself, her conscience. But no, Melanie did it because, it's my opinion that Melanie Gibb did this because she was in trouble. She had to. Other than that, we'd have never heard of Melanie Gibb. That's my opinion. And the fact that she is okay with that and looking to talk to my parents, oh my God, to me, that's just an extra level of screwed up person. She's a screwed up person. She's a screwed up individual who's so busy trying to explain how she does not believe this. She's so busy trying to, I guess, convince herself that, yeah, she did fall for this stuff. And anyways, I don't know. It's weird not having somebody to bounce off of, but it's okay. If y'all don't mind, I just kind of sound like I'm rambling. Because I am. I just don't like the way she went about it. She had to. Melanie Gibb was forced to telling the truth. And I mean, whatever. It is what it is. We can't go back and change it. But if I were Melanie Gibb, I just really would, I would really take a big step back, reevaluate, reflect, and stop trying to people please everyone. And anyways, I'm sorry, text and stuff. But stop trying to please everyone. And just own up to it. Just own up to your faults. We're human. Jesus. That's my take on it. don't know how to send you a link. Hold on just a second, guys. Wow, it's already been 40 minutes. What else? What all do y'all have planned today? I don't really do the Halloween thing either. All I'm saying is, like, holidays are nothing like they used to be when I was a kid. And Lori has really wrecked shop. And so we're that and the coronavirus and the 2 hurricanes and all that stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, it's a lot on everybody. Everybody. I mean, life for everybody is, you know, we all have issues and things like that. Mine are no worse than anybody else's. Well, you know what I mean. I'm not saying that. I want to form some place where, when I reached out to Compassionate Friends, I want to say that's the name of the place here where I'm from. It's hard to even reach out, much less, I don't know. But it was like after they found the kids. So and after the hurricanes. So this is probably about this time last year, maybe. And I reached out. And I got an email back from them. And she was like, oh, yeah, we're aware of, you know, that story and being from the lake area, yada, yada, yada. Unfortunately, this is it's a group only for, you know, grandparents and parents, siblings. And I just felt so rejected, just basically like my feelings didn't count. That was big. Because it seems like all my life, my feelings haven't been valid. I'm sorry. But it's true. I mean, I just want to kind of share it. That way I don't have to do it again. But everybody's feelings are valid. And everybody should be heard. And so I just definitely want to work towards one of my big things is to work towards having groups or somewhere, a safe place where you can just go and not be turned away. I understand that people have boundaries. I get it. I mean, I get it. There's guidelines and you have to have boundaries. However, she also didn't say, okay, I can't help you with that here, but I can lead you somewhere. I can guide you. Yeah, there was none of that. So it was just, I didn't even realize at the time. It didn't bother me at the time, but just reflecting off of it the past couple months, I'm just like, that's what I've been working through since this last FOIA info, whatever the hell this is, diarrhea dump. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And so it's actually been helping me deal with things that I have obviously repressed, you know, shoved away since I was a child. And so I've been working through all that, and it's a lot. But I mean, I could not do this without you guys. I used to think, oh shit, how do you do this in a public spotlight? And I've done my best to stay out. then I'm like, how do you do this without God's army behind you? So I feel bad for people, all the cases that don't ever make headlines. They don't have an advocate. I didn't realize this, but Jen, the old mom, she was, I don't know, just, I'm not really one to just kind of reach out and nor really just click with somebody so easily. But with her, it was so easy. Her and Michelle. I always have to thank Michelle, because I'm like, thank you for loaning your wife out. Because I do appreciate that. It's investment. It's an investment of your time, your energy, your it's time is something that can never be replaced. And so I value that. Although I'm always late. My mom said the only time I was on time was on my due date. So there's that. Jen, I don't know how to share a link. I don't know where to even go. Like, I sit here and just stare at it like, I don't know why. Looking at my phone's not going to do anything. I'm just trying to think. Just hold on just 1 second, guys. Jen. I sound like Bat Dad. Jen. How do I share a link with Jen? Private chat? Okay. Did everything just go dark? Uh-oh. I didn't mean that. Oh my God. And then I say stuff like that. And it's like, I didn't mean that in any way. Don't worry about it. Anyways, well, anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I do know that the screen went black. I'm not sure why. Oh. Ooh. I clicked something. I thought I was about to leave the studio. Okay. Let me press play and see what the hell just happened. Yes, I'm having issues. Oh. Ah, it didn't. Bam. That's scary. Ooh. Melanie Gibb. Where there is suffering, there is sacred ground. Oscar Wilde. I love poetry. I do. I love the arts, obviously. I didn't know that about myself, but I do. It's a way to express ourselves. Hey, Ellie. I'm glad y'all are all here. I know that we're not really doing what the thumbnail says, but welcome to my world. I mean, it's a crazy situation, and that's really, I'm ADHD as it is. And so then whenever you deal with such a complex situation, and I guess, my way of actually working through this and dealing with it is to I'm sorry, it went black again. I know. I'm not sure. I just I guess I let it sit on there. My way of dealing with it is I just basically go from one notification to the next. I watch everybody, every creator, if it's on YouTube, I've pretty much watched it. If I run across somebody and I'm like, who are they? And it's old, I'm like, there's some weird way they got through and I haven't devoured it. I mean, I've consumed it. This is what I do 24/7. That's exaggerating. This is what I do every waking moment. I'm just being honest. I don't know how to break away. Working towards that. I'm just now getting okay, kind of, with, like, when I think of my family, I don't think of money at all. However, if this is, I mean, and I've had to battle with this a lot. I don't want it to ever come off as tacky or anything like that. It's good intentions. Thank you, Kathy. It's, I don't ever want to like monetize over my family's pain. But then again, it's like I think about it, and I come from a family of business minded people. And for a week straight, I was in bed. Just, this was a while back. I was in bed and I could not get out of bed. I didn't want to. But I was like, well, what would Uncle Charles do? You know, what would he do? Not what would Jesus do, but I know that we're from God. We try to live that way. And I know that he did. And so just his personality came through, and it was just like, don't give it away, sell it. And I was just like, I chuckle about it because he was morbid like we are. Seriously. He puts the pun in jokes, I swear. Literally, this is one of Uncle Charles's jokes. And I get them. It's so dumb, it's funny. But he said, you want to see my new duck call? And I'm like, okay. And he's like, calling all ducks, calling all ducks. Okay? Seriously. That's just how he was. He was corny. He was so corny. And I'm a lot like that. And I'm glad. I'm glad. Because I'm proud of him. And I'm proud of the man he was. And I just want to make them proud. And I want to, bring, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I want to, I don't really know how to say that. I just want to represent my family. Okay. I don't really know. Hold on just 1 second. I'm like Lori over here. Which phone? Shame on her. Shame on her. I think we should all write. We should all be pen pals and just write mail to Chad and Lori. I don't know him. I don't know where the link is. Invite, huh? Copy. Send in. Wonder if y'all can see all this. Can y'all? It's sharing a window, huh? Send. I guess. All right, now how the hell do I get out of here? Okay. All right. Did I lose y'all? Are we okay? Okay. Anyways, there's some things that I want to do. I think what I'm going to do, and I've asked and talked to Eric, Breaking Crime with Big E, because he always, him and Pretty Lies and Alibis, they have purchased these FOIA, FOIA whatever you want to call them, information dumps, all the meat and potatoes, basically, of the cases, of all the cases. And what we can do is, it's not really what Annie was doing, but oh my God, how awesome with her idea, the thing she was working on. I don't know if she's currently working on it. I never really got to use it. I just kind of, that's how I roll. I just kind of, like I said, go tab by tab and notification by notification. But anyways, I just want a place where if everyone's going to go and pay membership to see these things, then I would love to continue making them free. And I mean, I'll do everything that I can to do so. But if there's any way, I mean, if somebody, let's say you, whomever, and myself even, if I want to see something about my family, which is kind of crazy, I know. It's like I have to pay a membership or pay a fee to see it. And so if you're going to do that, all I'm saying, I'm proposing this, is that if you're going to do that, I'm going to provide a place where you can do that, but you'll also be helping create, you'll be helping me to create the nonprofit organizations, the foundations, the things that I have to do to pay to keep this going. I mean, I've literally been paying, and I mean, it's worth it. They're worth it. I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of putting that out there. It's like I've been paying so much money to things that I subscribed to over 2 years ago. Like, we just now canceled People Wiz. It just kept coming up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do that. Okay, along with the other 900 things I have to do. So, that's, anyways, we just canceled that. So that's $30 a month times however many months. That's a lot of money that could have went forward to this. I'm just trying to generate. I hate the way it even comes out my mouth, but I have to say it. I have to generate funding to reinvest that, to turn around and just plug it right back in so that I can do what I have to do. And that this is my work. They are my work. I will do it. I'll pay for it in blood, sweat, tears. I don't care. In a cardboard box with a lighter, whatever I have to do to get me through this. And I'm just trying to find a way that's the most tactful way possible. So I have been researching Patreon, and I did talk to Eric with Breaking Crime with Biggie, and he is on board. And that's kind of like what I see. I know that he don't see that, or maybe I don't let him know. And I kind of just want everybody's help or feedback. And some of you have given that, and I love it. I love it. I hate that I'm not able to just answer right away, or I hate that about myself. Like, I'm just so thin, so spread thin. I'm not thin, but I'm so spread thin that if I cannot give you my full undivided attention, then I feel like I'd rather say nothing at all than to half-ass it, because then I'm not really truly telling you just how much it means to me and just how thankful I am. And so I don't know. It's just a weird spot. And I mean, a lot of people are like, well, Tammy's family already did a foundation. And I'm like, well, that's great. I love that. I wasn't given that luxury. As far as, I'm not saying that they have a luxury, guys. Just I wasn't. It's still going. There's 3 people. We don't have their bodies. It's just weird. There's a lot. There's a lot of layers, as you know. There's a lot of layers to this. So, I just thank y'all for being patient and understanding everything that y'all say. I understand, Teresa Binge. I'm not wealthy either. I'm very humble. And I don't want, and that's exactly, I'll join monthly. We all aren't wealthy. I totally get that. And I guess that's where I'm torn. I don't know another way of providing this. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. And it's just me. It's just me. I do talk to my mom and dad about it, and they're on board. They're just not there yet. And so I'm kind of trying to get a jump on that. And I mean, I've got to go to my brother-in-law's funeral tomorrow. It's a lot. It's just a lot going on. And I want to make it easiest and best for majority. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, for those of you that do pay to see these documents and stuff, all I'm proposing is come here, come to the Patreon, and I'll make it as easy as possible. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out a way to make it where it's accessible to everyone. I'm not trying to hoard anything or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you're going to spend it, please think about investing it here. And just know that you will be helping do great things, because that's what I intend to do with their tragedies, our tragedies. It's just, it's about raising awareness, falling through the cracks. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And then some. I don't want to, I'm not anti-police. I love and I back the police. I back the blue. Just things fell through, and they do fall through. And it's not just in this case. It's just not that. It's bigger than that. It's a bigger spectrum, a bigger scale. So I'm just trying to take into account everything. Just trying to do all this while dealing with everything, like Melanie Gibb, all these things, hearing all these things, and you're just like, what? It's just crazy. This is some crazy stuff. Anyways, I did have somebody who they had left a comment a while back, and it was very, what do you call it? I mean, we're all projectors, in my opinion. Like, I feel like we all just walk around and we project ourselves onto others. And not meaning to, and not necessarily in a bad way, but I don't know. People just kind of take me the wrong way. It's not easy. So many things can be taken out of context. Just know that if it sounds like I'm being, what do you call it? I'm never coming at you with a being mean. Like, that is not my intent. I also don't like confrontation. I don't like negativity. However, it's just it's a weird situation, and I don't wish any one of you to ever have to endure or live. But I do appreciate you being here and your advice, your constructive criticism. I'm all about that. But I did have a comment, and they basically said something to the tune of using my claim to fame. I was like, oh my God. And it was about the church, and that's not how I want to come. I'm not attacking the church ever. I'm just trying to find truth. That is all. And that's all I can do. That is all I can do. All I can do is share my truth with y'all. You do whatever you wish with it. All I can do is share it and try to make sense of it. And just try to make changes, which I think in any organization, any system, there's room for improvement. And it starts right here with myself. That's where the change starts. The change starts with you. And then from there, we can just build up and become better people. But thank you. Thank you, Mary. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I don't know how to say your last name. Kugler? I'm just going to say thank you. That's the law. Love always wins. We've got a lot of work to do. I know that much. But I just need to get it started. I got to stop talking about it and be about it. And thank you. That helps. Just being here helps. I see you guys all over the place, and I know that you really follow the story and you really do have genuine concerns, and it's okay. Everybody's opinions matter. I know that the big blanket of whatever I'm trying to form, I really don't know, because there's 3 different people that I'm having to sum it up under. I know that I want to help autistic children. I want to help with the dog. What do you call it? Like Bailey. I am happy, though, that Bailey was not sold or brought out to the desert. Bailey, I didn't find him a very attractive dog, but he was so helpful with JJ, So I'm glad that the dog handler trainer found that ad, and I'm glad that he was able to intervene and get Bailey. And I'm glad that Bailey is now with another boy who has autism. I would love to see Bailey, actually. Anyways, I'm not good at multitasking, Jen. I suck at that. However, what else did I want to say? What do I not want to say? We lost my brother-in-law, tragically. If anybody in here remembers Marilyn Woodcock, she is my Larry's ex-wife. Or like my mom and Marilyn joke, they say wife-in-laws. It's a joke. But my stepsister Jen lost her husband, Charlie, uh, 45 years old. He got into a bad car accident, and the car burned, and you can do the rest with your imagination. Anyways, so we have that to go deal with. I mean, it happened a week ago. But if y'all would just please pray for Jennifer, my stepsister Jennifer. I don't know. It's crazy. Just so much. Mailing address. Ooh, I need a P.O. box. I'll text that to you later, KJ, if that's okay. I just noticed that. Y'all would die laughing if y'all knew what road I lived on. But I can't share that here in the public. Anyways, I'm just really glad that we were able to. I'm a sheep. Bad. It sounds like my Uncle Bobby. My Uncle Bobby, he's the baby. And he always. I'm not laughing at your comment. I'm a sheep. Bad. But my Uncle Bobby, he's the one you guys heard on the phone call in this FOIA release. There's a lot of us that aren't in the public or even known. We have my Aunt Terry. She is the oldest. Or Teresa. That's what Uncle Charles always called her. Teresa. But we call her Aunt Terry. And then there is my Aunt Susan. Then my Uncle Charles. And then came Uncle Jerry. Gerald. But Jerry. He is actually my parrain. Where I'm from, we say parrain and parrain. Because I'm Kunas. I'm Cajun French. Anyways, he's my godfather. So Terry, Susan, Charles, Jerry, and then my mom, Kay. And then there was my Aunt Nancy, but she died at 18 months old of pneumonia. It was Christmas Eve. And then my Uncle Bobby. He's just the biggest guy. He's also in a video that I first put up here when I started sharing some family videos. You can hear JJ in the background. It was my son's birthday. My son was born. He actually has the same birthday as Melanie Gibb. Ooh. Anyways, Capricorns, huh? No. My mom's Capricorn. That's funny. But so is Julie Rowe, and so is Alex. That's one of them weird things I hold. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything. It's just random stuff that I hold on to. So anyways, yes, I have a lot of aunts and uncles who are also very compassionate and want to do things. Just nobody really knows how to move. Does that make any sense? This has been the only way I've just kind of found a way of just kind of somewhat sharing I guess what I'm trying to share, what I'm trying to put out there, the affiliations, associations with preparing a people, with Rod Meldrum, allegedly, just smear that all over this. Sean Littlebear, it's like I can show it, but I can't. Oh, just come right out and say it. So, we'll find ways to do this, and maybe somewhere like Patreon is somewhere where that's a little safer in order to do so, because it's time to nip it in the bud, or it's just going to continue to create these products. This plus this equals Chad and Lori. Okay, we don't need any more of those people. I'm not saying that all those people are bad. It's just a combination of everything. But we want to get to the bottom of it and stop it. I know I do. I don't want any of these people babysitting my children or teaching them. Jason Mal is a teacher. I'm not saying he's a bad teacher. I have no idea. I don't even know if he's a bad guy or a good guy. I have no idea. It would be nice if people that we sit here and, I mean, it feels like beating a dead horse, a dead white horse. White horse prophecy. Anyways, it's so, and I'm not very good at beating around the bush. I'm having to, but I'm not very good at it, so I've had to Mall Street post office or a different one. Reserving one. How do you reserve a mailbox? What? Wow, you'll blow my mind. And the white pony, right? That just made me think of what Julie Mitchell always wants to talk about. It reminds me of that song. and their brown chicken, brown cow. Grody stuff between Chad and Lori. I don't think that Chad, allegedly, I really, my opinion, don't think Chad could come up with anything original. Obviously, we've learned, oh my gosh. And that's something that has aggravated me too. Barb H1. He's a boring guy. But a lot of people are like, well, I mean, he's not what's the other word? Charismatic. He's not your typical, I guess, what we learn about cult leaders or whatever. And I'm like, true. However, it didn't make them any less deadly. That. So, I mean, you can be Chad and be super destructive and deadly. So, Mall Street is what I'm thinking of at Ellie. If it's a post office address, right? Is that what you're talking about? I did say your name right. Thank you. You're not an older woman, KJ in the Ray. Only clothes get old. That's what my mama says. You're only 50. My fiance is 50. Y'all are just getting in your prime. And I'm 43. So come on, give me something to look up to. Chad, yes, Maryland Pastor. Chad did copy. It moved. Copied and pasted Julie Rose beliefs. Yes. I've said that from the beginning. I'm like, well, I know this isn't. It's like a Mod Podge. It's like a little dash of that and a little zing of this, and whatever works in the moment is what it's felt like. And that's really kind of what's coming to light, right? If you're an older woman, then I must be oldest. KJ's not old. She's just giving us the poor mouth or something. I'm joking. I'm always joking. Allegedly, Cassie. I've been watching your videos for a couple of months. I'm not sure how I didn't come across your channel before. You're amazing. Your family is amazing. Thank you for everything you do. I'm going to try and hold my tears back. Thank you, Cassie. Allegedly, Cassie. It means a lot. I know they don't make sense. I go back and I'm like, what the hell were you going through? Talking to myself. And I'm going through tragedy in real time. And it sucks. I mean, at any time. But it really sucks. I just try not to get right hooked with something that I didn't look at by myself already. Eric is really great with the trigger warnings. So is Pretty Lies and Alibis. You know, when they do get these documents and stuff in, you know, they say, okay. Usually when you tell me not to do something, though, I immediately go and do it. My mom. But anyways, I'm going to finish that story. They'll Pretty Lies and Alibis, and also Eric, Breaking Crime with Big E. He'll let us know or what page not to look at or whatever it actually knocks him off his feet, you know. So that is a service, I think. That is I don't want anybody to have to see all this. I just sorry. Anyways, then I was gonna break off because that's what I do. I just kind of go here and then I go there, and I'm sorry. I know I'm hard to follow. I don't understand myself. Trust me. But I go back and look at my notes, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, girl, you're in a dark place or something. And a lot of times I crack myself up. Just some of the stuff that I write down or scribble while I'm listening to this crap. And it's not just this crap. I listen to all of Preparing of People stuff and all these other people. It's boring. It's boring. It's boring. It's so boring. But I do it because I do it for them. I do it for understanding. Because I want to be knowledgeable about what I'm fighting or what I'm what I'm up against. That's been my way of learning. And I'm backwards. A book. I've never read a book until now, but I don't read it. And I guess in the normal sense, I always kind of just flip through and whatever catches my eye. And then if I see something, then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I will do it the right way. I'm just kind of weird like that. Which brings me to this. This is a book that was in my Uncle Charles's things. I asked my mom if I could bring it home and learn more. This is at the very beginning. And it's called Holy Places, True Stories of Faith and Miracles from Latter-day Temples, written and illustrated by Chad S. Hawkins. I'm somebody who names the names of things, and if I hear it twice, it seems like, if I heard it once and then I hear it again, then I'm like, well, wait. I just kind of catch on right about there. And then if I hear it more than that, then I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And the patterns of that's just something. We all have different niches or strong suits about us. I know like DJ Norman, he is like, I imagine him and like the numbers just flying out of his head. But he's amazing with that. Alleged with Todd, you have a lot of just from the little bit I've kind of caught on with comments by you, is a lot of insight, big time. And I think that's really neat. I really think that we all have something to attribute, and that we're good at already. Um, yeah, you got to laugh or you'll cry. Trust me. You got to. If you don't, you'll go insane. And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if Lori, whatever, Daybell, she don't get to win in this story. Like JJ's biological mom said. Okay, hold on just a second. When I talked to Mandy about this in the very beginning and asked her because without Mandy and without Todd, I wouldn't have JJ, even for the short time we did. And then we wouldn't be here. So I'm grateful for her. Although we make mistakes, I don't judge her for that. I know that if she's anything like me, and I know her personally, then before anybody else can beat me up, trust me, I've done beat my own ass every which way you can think of. So Mandy had told me, she was like, Lori don't get any glory in this story. And I just kind of chuckle about that because it's that's just how we roll. This book, though, in there, with Chad and Lori, part of their mission, didn't they go and visit a lot of temples? Right? Well, in this book, which would have been Lori's, right? Because I'm just assuming it is. Just their stuff kind of got jumbled together when they moved to Houston. I mean, she had abandoned Uncle Charles and JJ and pretty much Tylee, but not in the same place with Uncle Charles and JJ. And so Mom had went and helped Uncle Charles move from Arizona to Houston, which is only about an hour and 45 minutes from here, from home. And I know there's a lot of, we only hear from Lori because she took everybody else's damn voices away. Allegedly. Oh, I hate saying that word. But actually JJ was going to a tutor. Okay. And I do remember my Uncle Charles telling me one time, it didn't even mean anything at the time, but now I look back and I'm like, okay. But he just mentioned it in passing because I'm not a very prying person. But I do like to dig. So I'm good at researching. I didn't know that. But Mom, she's like, oh no, you're a good researcher. I'm like, no. I didn't understand what she was meaning. But hi, cunning linguist. Oh, good. That's how I remember when if you're a linguist, or is that your last name? No. It's just got to be your handle name. Whenever Lori says she's a translated being, I'm like, you can't translate a being, right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Please let me know. Anywho. But this book, I don't think that was what I was saying. But anyways, I never know what I'm saying. So thank y'all for riding on this cuckoo train with me. So a lot of things I pick up, everything is codes. Everything is code talk. Everything about Chad and Lori. I do have linguistic talents. Awesome. Can you translate yourself? Just joking. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you. It's a lot of coded talk. That is one thing. I mean, just to get over the language barrier, period, for me, it's different than how Chad and Lori and the gang talk. Hey, DJ Norman, codes? Yes, lots of codes. I've got codes. I've got codes. Anyways, touchdown. Jason's in there. Anyways, so I've been holding on to this book for 2 years. Yeah, codes and symbolism. That is what it's all about. Oh my gosh. Call me. There's so much that y'all can share, I'm sure, and there's so much I can share with you, which is what I'm trying to do, but I really don't know how. So I opened this book the other day because it was sitting on the shelf right there, and we had just watched about symbolisms and codes. It was a Joseph Smith Foundation, a channel on YouTube, and I don't know, it was like 5 minutes long maybe, and the guy, I don't know, I guess in the credits, I wasn't paying attention to it, but Jason was. And he was like, Chad S. Hawkins, he was like, and he pointed over at the book. And I was like, what? So he made a connection. And so I was like, huh. And I mean, so I pick it up and I open it and I'm looking at it. And it's basically about holy places. And Chad's book is called Standing in Holy Places. Code, right? Code. I just think code. And so now I need to know what all temples they visited, allegedly. But I know just from reading the titles in these things of this book, again, it's not anything to reflect on the church or this publisher or this book. It's on the people, Chad and Lori and friends, who allegedly pervert everything. That's my Jesus Christ. That's everyone's Jesus Christ. It's not just one religion's Jesus Christ. That's all I'm saying. We should all be upset with that. It upsets me. Anyways, and so I just kind of have been looking through this book in the notes and like the titles, and I just really want to dig more into that. The first thing is music stands and snow shovels, and it's the Billings, Montana temple. And I say Billings, Montana temple Billings, Montana really, is because I know for a fact that's bothered me that Jason Mao, and I don't know whether to say allegedly or not, because according to his Facebook post that I have had forever, and a lot of us have, he was in Billings, Montana during the weekend that JJ was murdered, for sure. That's not far. Roger K. Young was also there, allegedly. I'm just going to do it, just cover my ass. I just feel introduction. Music stands and snow shovels. Billings, Montana temple. They named him Temple. And I don't know. I guess it's Aba, Nigeria temple. Then it says Eternal Riches. I don't know how to say this either. APIA, Samoa temple. Oh, isn't that in Hawaii? Maybe? I don't know. And again, I'm just reading the titles. Temples spared during military conflict. Manila, Philippines temple. A Mormon pilgrimage. Freiburg, Germany temple. Discovering the Nuavu temple blueprints. The house was guarded. Kirtland Temple, a special session. London, England Temple, a trail of tears. I'm sorry. A trail of tears to the temple. Dallas, Texas, and Logan, Utah temples. Like I see a change of heart here, which is the name of Melanie Gibb's book. No, I'm sorry, Mighty Change of Heart. Or is that Hector Sosa? Oh, or maybe it's neither. I don't know. Things just kind of, I just got to look more into this. And I mean, it was in my uncle's things. So to me, that tells me that maybe during Tour of the Temples, Lower Horror and Chad maybe picked up a book. I don't know. Wondering. I just kind of keep that on the back burner and continue to look at what's right here in front of us. Oh, here it comes. Okay. DJ Norman. Oh, yeah, I forget I can click these things, huh? Or can I? Ooh. I don't know where it went. Let's see. Let's put that back up there. So I don't know what happened. Billings Temple is number 66, like Nelson's 99 birthday. Dedicated 11/20/1999, or Biden's birthday, and 112-911 code. Julian dedication is 7/11, like Chad. And Hebrew is 3/11. Okay, like Fukushima. It sounds like I'm saying a bad word. Fukushima. I hate everything about this, but I'm so grateful I kind of met you in the Elmom and KRESHA. I saw you on Trisha's and then got to Amy, so I've been blessed to see some really good people through trolls. Thank you. Thank you so much, PJ. I'm glad you're here. You don't have to keep secret about your beliefs, KJ. Also here, just like on your channel, I want everybody just to feel comfortable and like we're just in a room of friends. I'm here. I come in peace. If I say something that somebody gets offended by or something, it's not on purpose. It's not intentional. I just show me, help me, teach me, talk to me. I think that's the adult way to handle things and human way to handle things, instead of getting pissed off and not solving anything. I've had to kind of learn on my own, and I'm glad for that. Anyways, really, okay. I'm trying to read and stuff. It's really cool. I just think there's so much. A lot of you have. And I really literally just kind of sit here and think of everybody who supports me, which I say me, but I don't mean it. You're supporting my reason, my job, my vow that I made to my family. You're supporting my mission. And my mission is to make sure that good things come from this, from such bad, horrible tragedies, and that they live on through that. That's my job, and that's where I just promise you that's where this is going. You're welcome, Robbie. Robbie had purchased, I say purchase, I like to say invested. I really do, because it's an investment. Robbie says, thank you for the card and the comments towards my time and observing this case and situation. You and Mama Kay and Papa Daddy Larry too. I know I saw the picture that you sent, and just like Jen, she didn't even know she was going to be in the video, and I didn't either. But there she was, just kind of. She might not still know that, but anyways, yes, Stephanie. Together we can make a difference. That is the only way. I can't do this without y'all. They brought us together for a reason, and I see it right now. It's. I know that for God's army, we are. There's no number. It's just God's army. That is the best way to put it. There's times, when I look, you don't look like a dork, Jen. Damn. We all, I'm sure, feel that way about ourselves. Oh, I look like a dork. I feel like a dork. I'm fat. I'm skinny. I'm whatever. You're the only you. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. Stephanie Budge, the Red, White, and Bethune YouTube channel helped the FBI find Gabby Petito's body in the woods. That's really awesome. If you Google the RLDS Church of Christ, the difference, they are shocking. I have settled down. I thought that was a good handle name. I really did think that was cool. I looked those things up. The RLDS Church. It is what I would say would be mainstream. Would you agree with that? Settle down. Would you? Because I feel like that's mainstream. I don't know. To me, it's just more of a. I don't understand that either. You also have to understand, or I would like for y'all to take into consideration that I knew nothing about Mormonism. Nothing. Literally blank slate. Nothing good, nothing bad, nothing. I didn't even know Lori. I didn't even know my uncle converted. It was just none of my business. It wasn't a conversation piece or anything like that. And it just didn't matter. It didn't matter whether I went to church or not. It's family's family. The only thing I remember from that is obviously around the same time that I guess Lori was doing her research into my family, I guess, so that we could be rated and graded and stuff. About the same time, and I find this really crazy. I had asked Mom. I'm real sentimental. That's just who I am. And so I was doing I was trying to put together this thing, like shadow box for my mom. And I remember finding out of my Nani, which is her mom and Charles's mom, Nani, my grandma, in the baby book or whatever she had for my mom or whatever. I don't know. It was a family tree. And my grandfather, my Papa Vallow, Leland Vallow, the one that wrote the Doomsday Book, allegedly. Anyways, his dad, so my Papa Kalis Vallow, I actually was told that our last name was Vallot, Vallot. But whenever my great-grandfather Kalis went to school, his teacher, he couldn't spell it, and so his teacher put Vallow at Vallow instead of Vallot. So it was Vallot. I want to say, I don't know that for sure. Anyways, so, but my great grandfather was adopted. And so, Chad's rating scale is not exactly what you call. I mean, JJ was adopted, so again, Chad's rating scale was based off of not knowing all the facts. So there's that. Not that it mattered, but it's just like, ugh. Well, anyways, I remember asking my mom. I was like, I would like to find out who adopted or who my great grandfather's parents are. That way, I can work on the family tree. Just something I like to do. That's sentimental me. Anyways, and so she was like, well, hold on. She said, something like this. It's paraphrasing, but something like, Lori has all that information. She said, Lori's Mormon and they are really into family research, history research. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, anyway, so I get these 3 screenshots, but it's like they took a picture. Mom, I don't know where they came from. They came from my mom, but I don't know who took the picture. Basically took a picture of the computer screen, and there's 3 pictures of, my family line. And now I'm like, oh my God, I really think that was the same time Lori was doing family research, so that, oh God, and so I have these pictures and I'm like, is this what she sent to Chad? That's nuts. Oh Lord. After watching Mormon stories. Wait, I'm sorry. I keep getting off that thing, but I don't even know why I have to share it anymore. I'm not really doing anything. Woo! Okay, rainy April at the Mom. I just figured out after watching Mormon stories that Wayne May has been across the river here digging up a sandbar associated with Rod M. I believe it. Oh, there's just something there. And there's connections. I actually had a video taken down. Yeah, I have used copyright, songs and stuff, and I didn't care. I just wanted to prove my point. I'm not here for subscribers or, it helps, whatever. But I just wanted to be heard. I just wanted to make a point. I really forgot what I was going to say. I have so much to say, and it's all just here. And I literally am like, oh. If I hear something, and it triggers a memory, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there are dots all over the place. He's in your neighborhood. Wow. Oh, I wish he was in my neighborhood. Not for anything, just question. I did actually reach out again to Nancy and Mike James. They're just really quiet people, but they talk a lot. They like to talk. They just don't like to talk to us or me, for sure. Because I've reached out to Julie. I've reached out to the Jameses. I screen recorded it and everything. The video taken down. Yeah, remind me again. Anyways, I reached out. It was not too long ago. And I was just like, hey, I come in peace. I don't know. I can't read comments. Anyways, but yeah, so I reached out to them. 3 comments. I screen recorded it. That way I know what I did. Can't be misconstrued or turned around or anything like that. And it was a Sisters of Liberty podcast or some, not a podcast, but they have a YouTube channel. And I just want answers. That's all I ask, is just for them to talk. I want answers. Why won't they talk to me? Unless there's something to hide. Yeah. Rainy April, he is digging for the lost city of, I don't know how to say it, Zarahemla? Zoramites, I would think. I've learned so much through this too. Not saying that I retained it, but it's in my noggin. You missed Shannon. Well, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to botch it. But Shannon, you're doing a great job. I missed the video review, but can rewatch later. Sending love and prayers to you and your family. Thank you, Shannon. You didn't miss anything. There was no video review. I'm sorry. Basically just wanted to see if I could share my screen, which I did. I can. And just kind of got sidetracked. Kind of just talking to everybody about how much I appreciate you, how much you being here counts. It matters. It makes a difference. About plans for the future, how to go about changing things, wanting everybody to, guess, kind of think of it as like a board member. I don't know how else to put it, but that's what I think of everybody as. I want your input, your insight, your ideas, and I really want to see them through. There was one lady, I don't remember right offhand, and I feel bad. But it was JJ. It reminded me of JJ because he loved, I love you too, Eric. Appreciate you too. JJ loved airplanes. Loves airplanes. Loved airplanes. And Mom kind of mentioned a couple things when we flew to Rexburg last January. The only time I've been, and it was beautiful. I love it. And talk about get over your fear of flying. I mean, I didn't care. I just wanted to be there. I felt like that is where I needed to go be. Because, I mean, here in Lake Charles, everybody's like, who? What? If you want a jury, come right here. Our hometown. Because, again, we got hit with back-to-back hurricanes, and everybody was having PTSD. I was like, ooh, I can recognize it now at least. For sure. I saw it in my best friend. My best friend, her name is Terry. We've been best friends for, yes, I'm doing this. 36 years. I was 7. We were 7 years old when we met, and she's like that friend that you just pick right up where you left off. Well, when this happened, it's like it just, it flew. And so if you don't keep up with it, then every time I'd see her, we have kids and things like that, and I just never could get a quality talk. And it just kind of got further and further and further. Well, here we are 2 years down the road, and I've got so much to tell my best friend, but I don't know where to start. And I'm like, well, how much do you know? And I also want to protect her. And I guess she doesn't know how to help. So we just kind of lost touch that way. We didn't lose touch. She's the only person that she's my ride or die. And anyways, the only other person I've connected with like that, as far as a female, is Jen, Mom. I mean, she has just made me realize she's my advocate. And I was like, I don't need an advocate. And I was like, I do need an advocate. And I just bawl my eyeballs out because I didn't realize how much. It's like you don't know what you have, or you don't know what you're missing because you never had it. And so I don't know. It's a blessing for sure. Oh my goodness. If he finds a temple buried in the river, I'm probably going to have to convert. Me too. I mean, come on. I know more about the scripture from in Mormonism than I don't know this. And I was raised Catholic, but again, I am not going to sit there and act like I knew anything. I'm not one to sit there and memorize scripture and stuff like that, but now I get it. I mean, I get it. I understand the chapters and see, I can't say it on the spot. Not very good on the fly, but I get it. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful scripture. It really is. It's just, I don't understand how Chad and Lori allegedly, no, they have perverted Jesus Christ, period. I mean, boom, done. Check. It's like they took the list of the 10 commandments. They were like, okay, check. I mean, went on and on down the list, and they're not done. I won't talk about it in past tense. They are not done. It seems like she was born manipulating. I don't think that's ever going to stop. So I never take her. I just, what the hell am I trying to say? I never doubt her. I pretty much use Lori's own words a lot, It's all in the details. And it is. That is exactly where I see them screwing up. It's all in the details. Like I said, we're human projectors. And so I really just, I don't hang on. I didn't put mascara on at all. Woo! Anyways, that's what I do. I listen to what I've heard of her words, and that's where it is. I mean, she was, accusing my uncle of cheating, and she's the one that was cheating. I mean, everybody pretty much knows that just from living. Usually the one accusing is the one doing. And so that's where they're at. That's what she does. And so when is she going to wake up? Yeah, in this wokeism. If anybody's woke, it's me for sure. I'm sure y'all are woke. That's what I call it. She's manipulating the guards. I've said that also. Kim DiMaggio. Also. Yes. I agree. Yep, 80. You have 80 people right now sending, oh my gosh, sending loving, healing, and Kathleen Curtis. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch it. I do know that Trisha's show is starting, right? Mom? Isn't Trisha Web Sleuth, her show starting right now? So that's why I scheduled it at 7, I think. If so, I just want to thank y'all all for being here. This was, I thought that me and Jen were doing this together, but we were both like just spatting stuff off last night, and we both kind of we confused our own selves. We did. It was funny. Yes, Dr. John does a great job of explaining family dynamics. I agree. I really like hearing Dr. John. He's top notch. Yes, you can ask. Okay, KJ. My fiance is Jason. We would be married by now. We've been together 4 years, blended family. His name is Jason. So that would have been crazy, right? Like getting married and then changing my name again. So, he's good. He loves watching your show, KJ. He loves y'all are a lot alike. He just really gravitates and gets you. He cries. He's a crier. I am too. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. That's what we're teaching our kids. It's okay to feel. I have to tell that to Ashlyn, my daughter, Latina. I'll be joining y'all soon too. What was I saying? I don't remember. This happens a lot. I just need to not look at chat, and then I feel like I'm being a bee. Dr. John is having tests. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, of course, I pray there's nothing but good results with that. Sorry, KJ. Jason, he's just, oh my gosh. It's like whenever I met Jason, I wasn't looking for the first time in my life. I was not looking. And when I saw him, although I had met him before, I looked at him and I immediately thought home. And so that's when I knew that home really isn't a physical place for me. It was just an understanding. It was a knowing. And then when I found out his son, which is my bonus son, one of my bonus sons, his name is Leland. And I was like, okay, this is before all the murders happened, but my papa's name is Leland. And so that was like a reminder to me. It was like, okay, his name is Leland. So yes, he does spoil me bad. And so that's another thing with this. It's not in a bad way. But going through all this and being so close with Jason, I mean, day in and day out, we are with each other. He is he's disabled. He's 50. He's a seasoned guy. I'm seasoned also. And so we just work. We work very well together. And he does spoil me. And so a lot of this is when I would go to explain my feelings. Him and my bonus son, Leland, they both finish my sentence, or they try to. And so that has been good and bad, because I find that when I'm trying to talk, I don't always finish my sentence. And so I'm having to adjust things with them. And I'm like, hey, let me finish my own sentence, okay? Instead of y'all guessing. Because it enables it. It's like a handicap. Then I depend more on them instead of myself. And so just like driving and things like that. It's like, oh, I used to drive everywhere. I miss driving. I miss doing things. I miss living. Thank you, Jean Marie. Sorry. I'm trying. Thank you. I'm glad y'all were here. Glad. I try to be centered. I really do. So I hope everybody does understand that or see that in me, that I'm just me. I'm not more. I don't try to be more. And am somebody that believes in just match my effort. Yeah, you can all go to the wedding. It was too weird to do it. Our actual wedding date was 02/02/2020. Well, Lori and her wrecking ball ass, she come in like a wrecking ball. And I mean, it's hard to be happy or celebrate when your family is just we're not even there. It's like you know what I mean? We're here, but nobody is focused on that. And so I did want to tell you that, KJ, it's not, it just wasn't the right time. Me and Jason, we are fine. We're happy. We love each other, but we want our family there. It's important for us. Very important for us. And most importantly, with all the feathers that I've found, that is something. That's why I always say birds of a feather flock together, because I have found feathers galore. I mean, in the beginning of this, throughout the first year for sure, feathers. I have enough feathers now that I've saved them and continue saving them. And they're right over there. I have a baggie of them, and I'm going to implement them into my wedding. And so I guess birds are my spirit animal. I don't know. But that's just signs to me. I am very spiritual person. Yeah. As long as y'all haven't forgotten each other, then you're okay. In my opinion. I just really do want, we both want. Jason's parents, they died a long time ago. And it's crazy because Jason was the first relationship where I didn't actually, I kept them away from meeting my mom and dad. I actually didn't introduce them. But instead, it was weird because usually my mom and Larry were like, oh, okay, here we go with another one. I did everything in a hurry before then. I was trying to rush things and trying to make it work, and you can't do that. That's that whole, you poop in one hand and fill up the other and clap and there's shit everywhere. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Insanity. So I had to be aware of my own bullshit first. It's the way it is. But I'm glad that I learned now versus later and continue learning. You just really have to be aware of your own bullcrap before you can go try to fix anybody else. And it's not about fixing anybody else. It's about, you have to be the change that you want to see. That's what I'm learning. So if I want people to be more of this or more of that, then I have to be more of that, of what I want to see. That's my experience thus far. Yeah. Jason finds dimes. That's he finds dimes everywhere. That's, he's like, oh, my mom's around. So, but yeah, Mom and Larry basically kind of, I guess, backdoored me on that one, and they kind of pulled Jason and the kids in, and I was like, oh, what's really going on? That's weird. It's weird when your mom and your dad are trying to be involved for the first time, and so then you're like, ooh, do I want to date them then? Because they like them? So that's no, right? I always got to date somebody they don't like. Just kidding. I mean, but really, it's kind of a weird way that happened. And so, I mean, we have a 5-year-old, Silas. He talks a lot. And we have Shantae. Her name is Tay. She's the same age as JJ. And then we have Leland. He's 12. So those are my 3 bonus babies. And then we have my daughter, Ashlyn. She's 15. And we have my son, Zach. I have a Zach also. Zachary Ryan. That's his first and middle name. He was born January 1st, 2000. That's my New Year's baby. He was supposed to be a boy. I mean, a girl, not a boy. But anyways, what? Oh, I just looked it up, and if you see feathers a lot, it means the family members in the spirit world are looking out for you and letting you know they're looking out and protecting you. Yeah. I had learned that by doing the same thing. I Googled, I don't know. It's just something with this knowing. I mean, I do have quite a few spiritual stories that I can share. It's just a lot of people don't believe in that stuff, and really, I didn't. Oh God, things have happened before in life, and I just kind of, if I don't acknowledge it, then it's not there, type of deal. So, where everyone worked. Huh? I don't know. Is there a mailing address for me? I do. I can't. I need to get a PO box. Rowan. I didn't really learn that till this live stream. I'm sorry. I just nodded. See, here you go. This is real life with KRESHA. And that's why I always have the mirror pointing at me, because you never know when you're going to have a booger. So let me try and mute this so you don't have. Anyways, so there's that. Oh, I know. I really did mean to go over that though, but I'd never shared my screen before. I've never been on a live before by myself. That's intimidating. Sorry, there's just things that you just kind of don't want to do. And then I'm trying to be a woman of my word as far as me. Like, I try not to make promises. I used to break promises all the time. I used to be like that. And I just, that's when I was a real crappy person and hurt people, that type of deal. And so that was about 10 years ago. And I was just like, ew, I just didn't like who I became just by, trying to leave or burn someone before they burned you. I just, that's not a good way to handle things. So I didn't like that way of dealing with things. And so trust me, we do a lot of things just to not feel when it's really okay to just feel, no, it doesn't feel good, but it gets, I mean, it's the good way of handling it. Thank you, Hot Scorpio Rouge. That's very kind. Y'all are all being kind. Yeah. It's very nice. Thank you. Oh gosh, if my daughter was here, she's half British, Ashlyn. And she's really good at doing the what am I trying to say? Like when I say hello, you know, I mean I pick at her and we go back and forth, but she's really good with Australian accent. So thank you, Hot Scorpio Rouge, and thank you for being here. You can never be too late, Chelsea Jackman. Never. You're the Chelsea. Are you the one that came up with the ideas for the tags on the bags? I want to say it was you. If not, it's okay. I don't remember who it was. I have it printed out when somebody comes up with an idea. Because, like I say, your ideas matter. I want to know. But since I haven't had that outlet yet, I do work with Megan Music. And we're trying to figure out ways. She makes the stickers, and the bracelets are from Leanne. Oh my gosh, it's like I can't think of everything at once for some reason today. Got the brain fog. Oh my gosh, Leanne. I'm having like a brain fart. Let me just not think about it. I can't. Leanne. What is her last name? Oh my gosh. They're from Leanne Hicks. There it is. See? Anyways, Leanne Hicks and here's the next one. The bracelets. Leanne Hicks. Megan Music is doing the stickers. And she also sent some really beautiful things to my mom and Larry, and it's beautiful. I'm going to find it real quick and share it just on my phone screen. Hey, babe.
You done?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Almost. Let me try this phone. Oh, I'm never busy. It's always just everything. I'm not really busy, but just always something on my mind. That's for sure. I spend it working on this. Okay. But like I randomly send her, Megan Music, I randomly send her things. What's wrong? What happened? Why are we sorry? What's wrong? That's the thing with trauma. I always think that something's wrong, even if it's good. I don't know. I'm working on it. She might have texted it to me instead. Oh no, here it is. I think. But basically, she was Megan Music was in charge of the or she had a lot to do with the Boise, Idaho memorial, and she sent pictures of the road, the street signs behind, I want to say behind Pryor and Mark Means business, whatever building where they try to practice law, allegedly. And this whomever. Anyway, she sent pictures of the damn street signs, and they were changed to TYLEE'S something and Joshua something, like Joshua Way, TYLEE'S Drive. I don't know, but they're the cross streets right behind Mark Means and John Pryor's office. So I mean, if that don't make you smile, I don't know what will. And then there's the $1 million bill that I oh my gosh, that I keep handy because it reminds me of Lori. Just a fake $1 million bill, right? But she does things like this. She's learning how to etch glass, and she does a lot of things for Tylee and JJ, and we're implementing, like I've sent her some ideas too, so we're kind of going back and forth and trying to figure it out. Okay, I can't read that because I'm like, what? There's oh, and like she sent that. It's okay to not be okay. And I totally agree with that. Like I want this to be somewhere where you won't be turned away. Like I was turned away, and I wasn't given help to get to where I needed to be. I mean, it was hard enough reaching out for help, and then to not be helped. I'm sorry, we can't help you. And you just kind of look back at that and you're like, God damn it, I needed help. And okay, so I'm not a grandmother, and I'm not a grandfather, and I'm not their brother or sister or son or daughter. Tell that to my pain, because my pain is like, I need help. I'm hurting. And I'm a very empathic person. When my mom cries, even from when I was little, I remember I would lay next to her and just bawl my eyeballs out too. And so it's like, I never could watch the documentary because I heard my mom's cry. And it's that soul cry where you feel like you're going to run out of oxygen or your head's going to burst. Oh God. Oh God. That is horrifying. You were denied help in a group that supports homicide victims. I understand. I get it. Which is why this is a ribbon that is for murder victims. This means a lot. I know it's not purple and it's not blue, but that's not what it's about. I mean, it's giving these victims a voice. I mean, that's our job, right? Or at least, I guess that's why, I know with like KJ, it's important, she's shared with us that her brother was murdered. And it's just such a heavy word. It's a heavy thing to go through. Nobody should ever have to go through that. And nobody fights alone. That's it. Nobody should have to fight this alone. And I don't want anybody to. I don't want to go through this alone. Although I barricade myself off. We should be able to reach out and not be rejected. I mean, I want to provide a place where that is just standard. That should just be standard. Like, just, I mean, that your voice counts, that your feelings are valid, and that you're okay, you're safe, you're in a safe place. Hey, Tom. I'm so glad Tom is here. Definitely in our prayers. I didn't know all that. I really don't even know what happened or if anything happened or what. I rarely get on Facebook anymore, and I don't know. It's just kind of here and there. I did the wrong one. I'm sorry. My husband's 13 years older. We've been married 32 years. There's nothing wrong with that. Look at Mom and Larry. I love my dad. He's my stepdad, but he's my dad. I'm not biased about tattoos. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought about this for like 5 years. I was 32. Before I got my first tattoo, my only tattoo. And then now it means strong. It means strong. But I'm like, I already know this. And then it's written in a foreign freaking language. So what's the freaking point? I just think it's funny. If I need a reminder that I'm strong, it needs to at least be in my English, my language. Blah, blah. Yeah, I agree with Hot Scorpio Rouge. It's big, but I mean, now it kind of shows me why you're here or what is driving you. And your KJ is big about the justice part of this, and I mean that's huge. It's huge, and I love getting everybody's perspectives. I want to make sure that I'm not way far over or off the rocker, or it's a way to keep myself aligned. Because I don't want to be, okay, Trisha's on. I don't want to be ignorant. I don't want to be inconsiderate. I don't want to be or come off that way. I'm not trying to. It's just not a productive way to be. You're just going there, guns a-blazing, It's easy to bring out the pitchforks and everything, but Tom, I'm so blessed to have him here. It's crazy how that happened, and I'm glad it happened though. The way it happened, it just happened. My heart breaks for you. All you're going through, you will get through it with much understanding, healing, and love from us all, family and friends. And I believe you, and I feel it. It's not just something you say and then never felt. I feel it. I see it. I hear it. I'm surrounded in it, and that's big for me. But I went in guns a-blazing with KJ and KJ's live, and I don't think I did it the right way. However, I didn't know of any other way. I was just like, blah. I just had to get it off my chest or just get it out there. And like I say, my way is not always the right way. However, it's the way I did it. And I I now have Mr. Tom here. And so that means a lot to me. You know, I see him trying to understand. And that means a lot. That's those little things that just remind me that they're here, and that's where their spirit lives on. And it's through us, it's through you. I mean, this is a loss for every one of you too. I mean, it's just not cool. And I'm okay with people who are not cool with murder and enablement. Just, I mean, look at Brian Laundrie. I don't really know about the situation, but I just could sense the enablement. Maybe, you know, and I'm sure he just messed up. I really don't know. I know that we're young and dumb, and we do dumb things even when we're not young, naive, whatever. But Larry, he's been in my life. My son Zach is 20. My son Zach will be 22, I think, in January. And so Zach was like 3 months old. So about 21 years. He's I don't ever want him to go anywhere, but he's older than my mom by 14 years. I still can't keep up with the man. For real. I'm always running behind him. I'm 5'3", and so I'm always he goes. He's a go-getter. I'm very blessed to have him as a dad, and to have him as my children's grandfather. And then my kids miss their grandparents, you know. But we're just kind of shells of what we used to be, and it's like we're just now starting to get the life breathed back into us somewhat, and it's right here through this. So I do need to go ahead and end this because Trisha at WebSleuths is on. She is a big supporter of me and my family, and so I just want to be respectful. I'm already 30 minutes over. And I just want to thank everybody here. Thank you all for being here. Me and Elmom will be doing our live tomorrow on her channel. It's like every other week. So she'll host this week, and then the next Sunday I'll host. But now that I know how to do this and share my screen and talk, and I didn't die, Megan, you're here in spirit. I know you can hear it. Megan! No. Yes, write it down. One day we'll explore my notes. Woo! That'll be crazy. No, that's me talking. I'm sorry. We're at that stage where we're like, what? What'd you say? But we're really talking to ourselves. I'm talking to them about us getting old.
Whenever ready.
Food? See? Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And spoiled. But thank y'all so much for being here. We're going to go head over to WebSleuths. I hear you. So just remember that love always wins. That's the law. And we'll just keep everybody in our prayers. I'll be going to the service tomorrow for my brother-in-law, Charlie. It's crazy. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow on at the Mom's channel. I'm pointing at her like she's literally over there, but she's not. So just thank you guys so much for being here. And I love y'all. And I appreciate every one of you. So I'm going to say bye, neighbors. Bye, guys.